I used to be an addict, a sugar addict. I would eat my Kit Kats and my off-brand Doritos while I was playing Minecraft with my friends. Quitting it completely has given me the massive transformation in my body, physique, health, confidence, and much more. You have tried to quit your bad habits, right? You have like tried to get away from the video games and the sugar because I've been telling you to, because I've been telling you the benefits of it. And naturally, you want to get away from it, and naturally, you would know that is bad for you. But you just keep slingshotting back to it like instinctively. You just want to go back and eat the Kit Kat again. It's your first reaction to every single thing, right? Something negative happens in your life. Suppose you get a bad grade at school, or suppose if a girl rejects you, the first thing that comes to your mind, oh, I should check my phone and probably get a Kit Kat because it's making me feel good. That's your first response to everything. Why? Why do you instinctively go back to the things that are bad for you, even after knowing that they are bad for you? It's because of your trauma. Even if I tell you to do the good things, you do the good things because the forefront of your brain, your neocortex, tells you logically, oh, this is good, let's apply it. But instinctively, you go back to it, go back to the bad things in times of stress, in times of scarcity, survival. Your problem is sugar, mine is lust. We keep doing the bad things even after like suffering through the fucking consequences of it. It's because of childhood trauma. That's what I've learned recently, at least. Okay, what I've learned about trauma is that trauma, please take it seriously, trauma is unprocessed emotions that are stored in your body. What is unprocessed emotions? Unprocessed emotions is the emotion that you're supposed to express in that moment, in the moment that you like felt them, but you didn't. That's why like babies cry the most authentically. Even before they are told like how to cry, they'll cry the most authentically. Like they will cry and just shake at the same time, like like this, right? They cry like that. That is them processing trauma, processing the emotions. That's what I've learned recently. Okay, so unprocessed emotions, because we didn't express it at the time, causes nervous system dysregulation. I'll tell you what a nervous system is. So nervous system is like a whole system of wires throughout your body, and it's connected to your skin. So suppose if you touch something hot, or it's hot, you'll immediately get it as a reflex, or you just get away from it. It's your nerves. It's like quick. It's reflexive. It's instinctive. So having unprocessed emotions fucks this up. And fucking this up is pretty bad. Fucking up your nervous system means fucking up your instincts, means fucking up your gut instinct. Means even on autopilot, you will pick the bad options for you because inherently your system is fucked up. So when nervous system is fucked up, you go into survival mode. Survival mode, as in you'll only think about the now and the today. You will not think about the future. You will not think about long term. You want to get as many calories, or you want to get as much like good tasting stuff on your tongue today, regardless of the consequences it causes you tomorrow. You want the junk food now. You don't care about the weird cancer in it that's going to cause you fucked up diseases in the future. You don't care about it because you're in survival mode because of your trauma. And when you're in survival mode, you take short term decisions, STDs. Yeah. So it makes me want to go and approach like anxiously a lot of women, even even though I didn't really want to, anxiously, obsessively, and I suffer the consequences of it. Like it's for you, your calories today. For me, it's pussy today. This is the opposite of success. Like success for you needs to be have like long term thinking. And to have long term thinking, you have to think about the future physique that you want. For me, it's the future serious relationship that I want. That is what long term thinking will get us. That is what long term success will looks like for us. And when these unprocessed emotions remain inside our body, they come out in the form of sickness, symptoms of sickness. Like you have these like massive man boobs. Like I wouldn't call them man boobs; they're just boobs. It's just a form of sickness that you have. A normal guy does not look like that. For me, it's my fibrous stomach fat because there's apparently in my lower stomach is like the fat isn't like fluffy, it's fibrous. Why? Because apparently the fat secretes collagen and becomes fibrous, so it's tougher to get rid of. Okay, fine, it's a form of sickness, but and I think trauma could have caused it, childhood trauma. My ability to hold relationships is also as at times like I want someone new every single fucking day. Like it's a pain in the ass, caused a lot of problems. The marshmallow test. So children were kept in a room with an experimenter, and the children and experimenter agreed that if when the experimenter was gone out for 15 minutes and the marshmallow was kept in front of the children, and the children and the experimenter agreed that if the child did not eat the marshmallow for 15 minutes straight while the experimenter was gone, they would be awarded a second marshmallow and they would be allowed to have two at the same time. But they would have to wait 15 minutes and would have to resist the first marshmallow that was kept in front of them. Okay, so this is a test of how much can you delay gratification. This is a mini form of like how far in the future can you see, very mini. And most of the children failed. Most of the children ate the first marshmallow without even thinking about it. Oh, okay, one marshmallow now instead of two later. One, and the children who did resist, and the children who did delay the gratification, and they did a study of them, like they achieved more in every single part of life, like more success, lower BMI, higher SAT scores. They had less STDs, less criminal records, and much more. Why? Because they're able to delay gratification. They are not in survival mode because they didn't have trauma. Okay, so I've been talking about trauma. How do we heal it? How do we get rid of it? Okay, this is the most simplest way I'll put it. I've learned it from a course. I'll put it in the simplest way as possible. So you get a negative stimulus and you have a negative emotion because of it. When you have the negative emotion, if it's unprocessed, it turns into trauma and the consequences because of the trauma. But if you get the negative stimulus, we get the negative emotion from it. If we process the emotion, we will be healthy. We wouldn't have the sickness inside our bodies. Okay, how do you process emotion? That sounds vague. Okay, like I talked before, babies cry most authentically like this, like they would shake and go. You almost have to do something like that, like shake and whine. Like this is supposed to be healthy behavior. This is supposed to be natural behavior. Like watch this video on YouTube. There's like a video called Impala Escapes Death, Shakes Off Stress. So in the video, the impala is like a deer. The deer gets caught by a leopard, and the leopard has his like mouth like is biting the impala's neck, and the impala stops moving, pretending to be dead. And the leopard eventually loses interest and just goes away, like to secure the perimeter and eventually come back to kill it and eat it. So when the leopard goes away, it's okay to run away. The impala doesn't immediately run away. It gets up and just starts shaking. It starts shaking. This is it. This is like it trying to process the emotions and the negative things that it went through. It starts shaking like for five seconds straight. And after that, it's normal. It gets away, hops off. You have to do almost the same thing. I've been trying to do the same thing, but solo, right? I'll get in my bed and like solo. I'll just journal and think about my emotions and like cry about it. Fine. It takes me 5 minutes, but I think it's gonna save me like 20 years of my fucking life. Like, to process the emotion, which is vague, you have to feel the emotion. And how do you feel emotions? Well, this is what I've been doing. This is the protocol I've been doing. First of all, select painful memory. Okay, for you, it's getting bullied by your friends for being fat. Okay. Select painful memory. Think about the memory, visualize it, play it as a mental movie in your mind. Okay, this happened, then he said that, then I felt like this, I felt this way, and couldn't tell anyone. Then, and pull out the emotions that have been like deeply buried within you. Just pull out the emotions. Pull out the emotion that you feel about the memory. Cry if you want to, alone in your room, away from everyone else. This is not weakness, it is just you honoring your emotions. It is you being strong enough to honor your emotions. Instead of spending 20 years of having this sickness, how about you spend 5 minutes crying and just processing the memory? Wouldn't that be easier? Wouldn't that give you more success and make you feel better? Like I did this, I hope I cried. I hope I cried on the journal because I just while thinking about like how much bullying I went through when I was a child, and I teared up and it felt good afterwards. Like I felt like these were the tears that were supposed to come out 7 to 8 years ago. These were the tears I was authentically meant to share, meant to like tear up 8 years ago. I did it alone, where it's safe, locked away, and I feel like a rock has been lifted above me. I I get a glimpse of the way to like how to process the emotion. Like first of all, I would select the memory. Okay, this memory. Then to process the emotion and the stuff inside of it, I would get a glimpse of how to process it, like how to feel it. Sometimes I would write out the memory in the form of a story, or I'll write out the way how I felt about it. I would journal about it. Or if it's something angry, I go to the gym and meditate back to the memory and push extra hard. Like us guys know it's intuitive like to go to the gym harder right after a breakup because your brain knows it's therapeutic. Your brain knows it's therapeutic to like process the emotion that you've been through. It's it's therapeutic because you have you're processing the anger in a productive way. So select painful memory, get a glimpse of how to process the emotion inside of it, then honor your emotions and process it and feel it, journal about it, write about it, take action on it in the way that you get a glimpse about it. So I've been doing this for a couple of days. I've just put it into my calendar something like as a grind task to like grind it out over a couple of years, and I'll tell you how it feels afterwards. And instead of fucking playing video games today, how about you just do this? How about you just process your emotions? You wake up tomorrow morning 0.1 to 1% more healthier. That's what I feel like. And it's just a productive thing to do. It's not even fuck all. It's you alone in your room crying. It's fine. Yeah, it'd be way better for you to do this instead of fucking playing video games before bed. Try this instead.